Hello, we're here for Beaver News. We're here to interview Mr. Hadle. I'm Ely Rellis.
I'm Ryan Latta.
Mr. Hadle.
All right.
What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport would be football.
What is your hometown?
My hometown is Pala, Kansas.
What's your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby would probably be playing sports, football, volleyball, some basketball.
What was your first job?
My first job ever was a lumberjack back in Pala, Kansas. So I also drove forklifts and loaded up lumber for houses on trucks and helped customers get their lumber.
Where did you go to college?
I first went to college at Johnson County Community College in Johnson County over eastern Kansas to be a paramedic, and then I switched to be a teacher. I went to Concordia University, Wisconsin.
Who's an inspirational person to you?
That's a good question. I'd probably say my dad, just because he instilled a good hard work ethic growing up, and he was always there. No matter how hard he had to work, he always came to sports games. Showed up, taught me how to be a man. So yeah, I'd really say my dad has done a lot, so he's an inspiration for me.
What's your dream vacation?
I would probably say going to New Zealand, being able to be out on the water a little bit, go into the mountains, go to the beach, eat some good food, run around, get some exercise, like maybe do some hiking, see all the sights. There's a lot of places I like to go. I'd also like to go to Greece too.
What is your dream job?
Well, that would be teaching, of course. I never thought I would be a teacher, but I really like being working with kids. I've worked with a lot of middle schoolers growing up, running lock-ins for kids, playing games all through the night, staying up, eating snacks, eating food, playing games. And I really like helping make school fun, because school wasn't always fun for me. So it's my dream to make a fun and positive, engaging learning environment for middle schoolers.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
Well, first I would tithe by giving at least 10% of it to charities or churches. Then I would start saving it, making sure it starts collecting interest. I would have a nice car. My car is a little beat up, not the best. It gets me where I need to go, but I get maybe a little bit nicer. And then I'd probably buy just a decent house, get a nice little bit bigger house, so I could raise a family in the future. Haven't started that yet. But, then I would start traveling. I would think I'd still like to teach, because I haven't done that a whole lot yet. It's my first year, so I'd still do that. But I also would take some vacations and start traveling all the places I want to go, like I said earlier, like New Zealand and Greece to start with.
If you were stranded on an island, what are 5 things you would take with you?
I think I would take a Bible, just because I would need to stay sane and keep reading that for my own sanity and to help myself grow while I'm there. I would also have some kind of like hatchet or knife, so I could chop up branches and make fires. With that, I'd also have some kind of like match or lighter to make the fire, so I could cook food and keep myself warm. Let's see. I'd bring probably some other kind of like novel or book just to read for fun. I guess some of my favorites would be either like the Red Ball series or Percy Jackson, or like Hunger Games or The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, stuff like that. So it's really big in the adventure kind of stuff. I think I still need like one more. I'd bring clothes. I'd bring like a nice like jacket to make sure to stay warm.
What do you like about SEMS?
I really like the students and the staff that works here. I think everyone seems to get along pretty well. Like working with everybody. Everyone's willing to help if I need it. Being a new teacher, I'm always worried if I'm doing things right or what I need to do better, and everyone's willing to help. So that's what I really appreciate.
What is something you would change about the world?
I think I would change all, or try to change, like there's so much hate in the world, and that people don't seem to be able to talk to each other about their ideas, and even though they disagree, they can't talk to each other in love. They don't seem to be able to listen to each other. They just seem to like speak hate to each other. And if someone says something they don't agree with, they just lash out with hate and come back and tell you like, no, you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you all these things that almost like attack somebody just because they believe something that's different than what they believe. So that's what I would try to change. Some way to understand each other and be able to communicate effectively without hating each other.
All right, and that is the end of our interview with Mr. Hadle.